All right, and I guess we're live now. We're live once again. How's everybody doing? My name is Jose Trujillo. This bad boy measures 30 by, well, this is 36, 30 by 40. This is 36. 30 by 40 inches. And I'm going to be working on a painting in homage to Rembrandt, the man in the golden helmet. Yeah, let's do this. This will be an homage to Rembrandt. So I got my trusted Starbucks with me. Yeah. So the way to paint this is that there is no way, right? I have an image here of Rembrandt's man in the helmet, in the golden helmet. But I'm going to be painting this in my style. For those of you who are like, dude, if I want to commission something from you, what would it look like? Dude, if you want to commission something with me, it will look like the same. It will look the same as any other painting done by me. But I'm going to show you what one of my homages look like. Okay? This is my homage to Rembrandt's man in the golden helmet. First, what I do is that I'll create this drawing. It's a loose drawing, of course. The whole point of it is to do a loose representation of this, right? And part of my deal here when I paint this artwork is to do my own version of it, okay? Like if you're painting something like an homage to Monet, and you're trying to land Monet, you're not painting an homage to Monet. You're trying to copy a Monet painting. The whole thing of homages is for you to do them in your jam, you know. You're supposed to do them in your jam. That's the whole point of them. Maybe you'll use some of the je ne sais quoi of the painting. I don't know, but the whole point of them is to do your jam. Whatever that is for you, right? So I'll start like this. I'll start this thing like this, and as the painting moves, I'll move with the painting. And then I'm going to go to a bigger brush that I got here. If you can see it. Thank you so much, Kat Van Doren _art. And the whole point of it is not to nail anything. Although it may appear that sometimes, you know, when you're painting something, it may appear like you're trying to nail something. The whole point of it is to paint it, first and foremost. So when someone's like, dude, I wanna commission or this or that, I'm showing you guys how I do my commissions, how I do a painting, when there needs to be a slight representation of something in my style. In my je ne sais quoi. My je ne sais quoi. I love that word. Yeah. Then we're going to get some green. Bam, baby, right there. I'm going to get some yellow. Bam, baby, right here, look. You didn't see that one coming, huh? And then I'm going to move, because if you stay too long in a place, you'll start looking for what you like and dislike. And that is not what the whole point of painting is about. You start doing that too long, before you know it, you're going to start disliking everything you're doing. Fuchsia, baby, right here, look, fuchsia. And then you can be free to come back to it. This is the beauty of it, right? You can always come back to it, but every time you come back to it, you come back to it like coming back home with a new set of eyes. You actually miss it. This is the beauty of moving from place to place. This is why I talk about moving from place to place. For example, do something over here, right? Move from place to place. Because the beauty of it is when you come back, you're fine tuning. You come back like you were away from home. You came back and you see your husband, your wife. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. I love that. You come back with a new set of eyes, right? And the beauty of painting is that it frees you, right? The whole beauty of painting is that painting is freeing. Painting is freeing. Painting is love, right? What is love? Freeing. Letting go, but not letting go as in I don't care, as in I care so much that I will let go. It's a different type. It's a power position. Many people think that letting go, including one of my mentors has talked about letting go, and he said letting go is weak, but he doesn't know what he's talking about yet. Although he's my mentor, I respect a lot of the things he says. He doesn't get that because that's a very esoteric meaning. Letting go means you are in a power position. When you let go of something, you're not in a weak position. When you let go of something because it's difficult, you are maybe experiencing a weak position. When you let go of something because it's too easy to keep, you are in a power position. You have morphed from a lesser to a higher consciousness, right? I've talked about this. You've become the alchemist. You've transmuted base metal into gold. You're in a whole different place. This is the whole thing of alchemy. I believe it is esoteric. It's not, of course, turning fucking base metal into gold. It's not chemistry. The deeper meaning of it is esoteric. Is to turn anger into healing, right? To turn base metal into something beautiful. It's the same meaning of the lotus flower, something that comes from the ground, from the mud, right? And it goes up onto the surface of the water, and it looks royal, right? It comes from the mud, like many of us. We feel like we've come from a muddy place, right? We feel like the place we came from has no power. I know the feeling. I know a lot of people know the feeling. I myself, as an immigrant, seeing all the bullshit that I'm seeing in this country right now, makes me feel that way at times, right? Like, oh, I remember coming from a place where I had the power, but I listened to everyone else, as I was younger, thinking I didn't have the power, thinking I came from a place that lacks power because I was an immigrant, and it takes a while to regain your throne, right? It takes a while to regain. It might take a while, I don't know, to regain. One of my favorite books is The Seat of the Throne by Gary Zukav. My wife introduced me to that book. One hell of a book. It's life-changing. I think Jay-Z loves that book too, from what I understand. Everybody's trying to figure out their deal, huh? We're all trying to figure out our deal. Check it out. Bam, baby. Look at that. Muy bueno. Oh, yeah. Check it out. It works to move around. It's so damn important. The process of moving is accepting. It's very much accepting. It's transformative to move around. The process of moving is very, very, very transforming, and like I mentioned, it's very freeing too, because you're not stuck into thinking that you owe anything to anything, right? You owe nothing to anything. The only thing we owe in this life is attention. Attention. We owe attention to life, right? You're not paying attention. You're acting like you're dead, right? Attention is the holy grail of life. Children, spouses, gardens, everything wants attention, and everything deserves attention, right? Everything and anyone and everyone. Attention is and I'm not talking about attention from like the egoic sense, like oh, my dog is so crazy, my cat doesn't want attention, my dog wants it. No, that's a whole different thing. I'm talking about how the cat looks at something and won't move, the eyes, that's attention. Or how getting in the zone, playing a sport or creating artwork, that's attention. You get in the zone, you start creating artwork from a place, from a quality place, right? Very difficult to do many times because we get stuck in our head. Very difficult to do many times, but the quality in which you create artwork is how much attention you're giving it. And I'm not talking about meticulous attention, like, oh yeah, detail. That's not attention. Attention is not just detail. Attention is being fully plugged in it. Attention is not thinking. It's undivided attention, right? It's a very, very high-end way of being. I ain't claiming to be in it. I just claim that I tap on it every now and then when I'm painting. Every now and then, the gods give me a little taste of it. And this is one of the reasons I paint. Because I get a taste of it. And I want more, right? And it's not like a drug, like, oh yeah, I want more. No, it's a realization of that's the natural state of being, of a human being. Look at any child. This is why Jesus Christ talked about, dudes, be like children, right? Be like children, because children, that's what they do. It's about attention. It's all about attention. The whole damn game is attention. You can't put attention to anything if you're stuck in your head. If you're stuck in your head, you're not giving it attention. You're giving it bullshit. It is my belief this is the reason why so much crap happens in the world. Divorces, The children, my child doesn't care about me. My boss doesn't listen to me. Dude, it's attention. Give it attention and watch it transform. Give it attention. This doesn't mean you have to go slow or fast. Whatever your deal is, just give it to it. Give it attention. I paint very fast. Some people think I paint slow. By the way, this is a total free class because I'm going to start charging for these classes. Not here though. I'm going to start doing workshops. But I want to show you guys. Look, this when I paint the image first and then I go after the background. This is negative painting. What this does is that I naturally start correcting if I want to, right? Eating into it. Look. See, I naturally start correcting what I feel like correcting if I want to. Quote unquote correcting, right? And you're able to do that. Don't let people sucker you into like you have to paint a certain way. We all do it different. We'll do it different. We'll have our own little thing, you know. The thing is that many of us don't practice it enough, so we don't think we have it. It's like you're sitting on a gold mine and you have no idea because you never use it, right? You never use it. Your point of view is the most important thing about your artistic life. Everybody has a point of view. Maybe you see things foggy. Maybe you see things very delicate. Maybe you see things with a lot of detail. It's a point of view. Throughout my life, I always had a thing that I wanted information given to me now, and I didn't mind if there was something to be sacrificed along the way. And what I'm talking about is like I didn't mind if detail was sacrificed. I didn't mind if I wanted the information, right? I wanted the information. And as time has gone by, I realized that this is one of the ways that I paint. I want some of the information. I don't want it all. Don't give it to me. Don't give me all the information. I just want some of the information. And I want it to be real, right? I don't want it mimicking anything. I don't want it pretending anything. Come as you are, as the great Kurt Cobain said. Give me the information. I'll decide what I do with it. And let's see here. Take out another little brush right here. And I'm going to do this. Bam. And then I'm going to get this bad boy right here. Because I can, right? My whole painting has been a little bit of acceleration, you know. Energy. It's almost like I have a thing that I'm looking for fucking water, right? I'm looking for energy. This is how I like to behave when I'm painting. I'm looking for energy. I'm looking for where is it? Where is it? Give it to me, right? And I love the feeling of that this. I love that feeling. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me. But I love that feeling. It feels just right. You know, it's almost like if I'm depositing energy on the thing. I don't know if it's that or not, but it feels that way. It feels like I'm putting all of my joy, my sorrows, and the whole thing in there. It feels that way. It feels like I'm letting go of, I don't know. I love the noise. I like it too. It's like if I'm letting go of something, I don't know. I'm depositing something in there. Painting is very, very effing spiritual for me, guys. I know some people are like, dude, like, you sell your artwork on eBay, you're a sellout. Dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Painting is so damn spiritual to me. Getting rid of it, I could care less. I could give it to people. I used to give it to people. Now I started selling it. But the creation of the painting is all this fly. This fly came here to test me. The creation of it is what I care about. The rest of it is okay. I mean, I have to make a living. I have to sell it. But it's the creation that I care about. It's almost like if I'm releasing something. I have no idea. Something's happening, and I'm experiencing something, and I have a little bit of a gap of time, right, to deposit the energy. And that gap of time is however long the painting will last to be created. Right? And then I'll come back with some white at the end. Very little. How am I gonna get? Oh, well, it's humid in here. That's how I gotta fly in the studio. Come back with some white over here. Some people say, don't use too much white. I'll use the white I want. I'll do whatever I want. It's my jam. I already expressed this. I think this fly used to be Caravaggio or something. Because this fly keeps bothering me. It's almost as if the fly is saying, you don't do it like this. You do it like this. In a past life, maybe the fly was Caravaggio. Or Rembrandt. Been pissed off. Or maybe even this old fart right here. And I'm painting. I don't know. So I was like, take that, DMB! Getting rid of my frustrations. I need some red right here. I need some red. Red is responsible for many good things in art. Red is responsible for many of the finest works at the Louvre and elsewhere. So we need to put red in there. And that's pretty much all, folks. I mean, other than that, other than that, I'm going to play with a little bit of yellow. All right. There it is. And now time to sign this bad boy. Bam! There you go. Take that, Rembrandt. Beat that, Mr. Rembrandt. You can kiss my butt, Rembrandt. I had this guy who's like, dude, you're not talking bad about the old masters. I'm like, the old masters are dead. I'm alive. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I'm looking at a reference. I'm looking at the actual painting here on my monitor, my computer monitor. I'm looking at the actual painting. I could not have done it without looking at the reference, but I wanted to do my jam with it, you know. And I gotta be careful not to try to paint it, you know, with trying to find so much likeness that I lose myself, or not have any likeness that I'm not painting, you know, the stuff. I'm not painting the actual image. So I try to be careful with it. And doing different stuff, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to have a likeness, but it could have the proportions, maybe the right proportions, maybe the right likeness. You know, you guys, we've all seen work like this, where you could just see the shadow of this, maybe, and some lights and darks, some gold, and you know that's the painting, right? Because the proportions are right, or the colors are right, or whatever. So, yeah, just the base. Yeah, just the base, you know. Just base it loosely on the actual work, and then this is what I got. A lot of fun, but you know, when I do when people commission me to do works for them, I don't know, their son or a family photo or whatever. And people are like, how do you do it? Like what does it look like? Well, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I have to do my deal. It can't just be Rembrandt, right? It has to be my deal. It has to be me there. Otherwise, it doesn't feel right. Otherwise, I wasn't painting it. I was just trying to copy it or I don't know, whatever. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. So glad I didn't get any paint on my Starbucks this time. So right here, it's supposed to say badass, but it says Trujillo. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. I will talk to you guys muy soon. And hopefully you guys got some cool value out of this. What to do, what not to do, whatever, right? Whatever. Everybody's doing their own deal. This is my jam, and this is how I like to do it. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. By the way, this painting is going to be on eBay. I don't know. I'm debating whether I'm going to just set it as a buy it now price or auction it. I don't know how many people would want the Man with the Gold Helmet by Rembrandt and some random artist style. So, thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.